budget. He is speaking to Thuo Mathenge, who is both a coffee farmer and processor. Over to you, Kariuki.
Right, in the financial year 2021-2022, agriculture has been allocated approximately 54 billion Kenya shillings that is going to be distributed across the sector. And we want to speak to some of the people who are concerned in matters agriculture. I want to speak to Thuo Mathenge, who is a coffee farmer and also a processor, and he's going to just tell us maybe the expectations as we await in some few minutes' time when the CS for Finance, Kuri Atani, is going to be making the address. Let me just have a feel of how the situation is. Thank you very much for joining us. Of course, coffee farmers, yes. Tea and coffee farmers in this region are the most affected when it comes to matters to do with the prices, matters to do with budgets, and they have been over the days calling on the government to ensure that they have looked into these matters. Maybe you can just bring us to speed. How is the situation right now as we expect the CS to give the finance or rather the budget of the 2021-2022?
Thank you very much, because today we have the CS of Finance, of the Treasury, taking his budget through the budget today. One, I can analyze and say that today we have a budget day, but when we talk about we as farmers, me as a farmer who farms coffee, who have a processing, and we pack our coffee, and we have tea, we have other products like dairy, and we have other onions and cabbages and other things, we see that 54 billion is a very small amount to be allocated to the agriculture sector. Remember that agriculture sector and coffee was the only cash crop that brought Kenya up the stage where it is today, from the time of independence, 1963, up. And that time, Kenya could get a lot of money from coffee, from loans, from donations, and that money from the agriculture sector and coffee as a cash crop, it's the one that has assisted the counties, all the counties including Turkana, Western, Eastern, and other places to have schools, as we have schools, primary schools today. Now, the allocation that we have today is very minimal, and we should be thinking first. Let's not first think about industries. First of all, think about food sustainability, that we have enough food for the common man. When that man has got taken food, he gets energy to go and work in industries. But if that man is hungry, even if we have industry, he'll not go and work to the industry because he does not have the energy. And also, many times, the tourism, that tourists that who come from other places outside the country, they come here because they come and see agriculture. Mostly they are interested of agriculture. That they see about bananas, they see coffee, they see tea, and others. That's why they come here. So it's the high time that we promote, and the Minister of Finance rethink again of the allocation of agriculture sector.
So maybe in terms of prices, tea and coffee are some of the two commodities that in terms of prices it has really been affected. Maybe does it mean then with the minimal allocation, as you are calling it, that's the reason there is this problem to do with prices of tea and coffee? Dairy, as you said.
One, the government has not taken strong initiative to think of investing more in agriculture. So the resources that have been there even before, it has been very minimal that assist more the farmer to grow. So the farmer remains stagnant to where he was from 1970 to the price that we have today. The prices have been bad, including tea and coffee and also milk. So what we are asking is the high time the government thinks more about the farmer and protect the farmer. Because as we start today, we are seeing other people bringing other tea from outside the other countries. We are seeing people bringing coffee from other countries. And we are not utilizing what we have ourselves to make money. We are seeing other people coming from China. They bring chicken legs, which are sometimes grown in other areas, or not even now like the chicken. And you see they are brought in Kenya, and they kill the chicken farmer. The chicken farmer cannot sell the eggs because the eggs have been brought here, which are costing 5 shillings, And these eggs are coming from, sometimes from, we hear from laboratories. They are done in a way that is not the real process of God creation. So we are asking the government to start protecting the farmers in Kenya. You cannot go in China. Go in China today. You cannot go and start a business in China. You cannot go and do farming in China. And we are allowing these people, the Chinese and others, to come and take all our resources, including the natural resources that we have here today.
Right.
It's the high time the Kenya government rethink more about its people. The people of Kenya has been forgotten, and we have taken other foreigners as very, very important people than the people who feed these foreigners when they come here.
Right, thank you. Thank you very much, Thuma Thenge, there, farmer, coffee farmer,
Yes.
and also a processor. Just giving an insight as we await the budget 2021-2022 to be presented this afternoon. And we are going to keep following up on this, and we'll keep the viewer updated. But for now, I take it back to studio.
Thank you very much. Of course, as I promised you, we are taking you to various parts of the country, not only here in Nairobi. And thank you very much, Daniel Kariki, joining us from Nyeri. As I also promised you, we have a jam-packed budget special for you this time round. And my colleague, Abby Agina, is right here in studio.